Hello everyone, Joanna here. Welcome to my channel. So I just did a video where I told a story and I realized, you know what? I actually really enjoy telling stories and I kind of want to tell another story. So, welcome to Story Time with Jo. So I'm going to tell you about a spooky experience I had when I was 14. So I had this friend named Amber. She was a year older than me and we lived probably like a 45-minute drive apart. And once we became friends, we were like glued at the hip. I don't know if anybody watching is going to remember this, but we had this thing between MySpace and Facebook called Enter Nexus and Nexopia. And I met a lot of my friends back in the day on there, and Amber was one of them. So we'd always have these sleepovers. We'd go on adventures. We grew up on the mainland of BC, so we were little Surrey kids. It was great hanging out at a bus station. But this one night, we had numerous creepy things happen to us. Like, we saw shadows at parks, we heard things, we saw things all the time, pretty much. So I'm trying to remember if there was two different incidents that were very close together, and there's a chance they did happen in the same night. The first story is we were listening to music on her computer, old computer with the box and everything, and we had speakers plugged into it. And we listened to the same music on her computer pretty much every time I went there. And all of a sudden, mid-song, the speakers just screeched at us, and we freaked out. And I'm pretty sure we changed the song. We thought it was the song, so we changed the song. And we turned the volume down a bit because that was scary as heck. And it happened again. And we're like, what the hell? It's got to be the speakers. Maybe the speakers are going. And because it's scaring us every time it happens, just this screeching through the speakers. So on the last round, we actually just unplugged the speakers and kept doing whatever we were doing on the computer. And it happened again. And I remember even now, I'm maybe Amber was pranking me and she had something set up. But we both freaked out. We hit the power button on the computer, and the room that we used to sleep in and hang out in was they had one of those really big city houses kind of thing. So you would walk in, there was a hallway, living room, kitchen, and if you go all the way around the kitchen, there was a little room that, or no, I think you had to go for the garage first. So there was a door to the garage to the right. And then once you got through the garage, there was this extra little room that had a futon couch, TV, and the computer in it. And then there was another door outside. So that's usually where we hung out and slept. And as soon as that happened, we just shut off the computer and we booked it through the garage and all the way upstairs. And we were just we're sleeping in the bedroom tonight. Hell to the no. The second situation was we snuck out of that little room. So yes, we smoked weed. We were teenagers. We did not do hard drugs. We were not on mushrooms. We were not on anything that was a hallucinogenic. We smoked weed. And I think it was the night we were actually looking for something. We were looking for, a friend told us that a bunch of them were hanging out somewhere. So we were going to try to find this place that had been described to us. And I'm pretty sure we never even found it. I think we ate Tim Hortons in the middle of the night because it was open really late or something like that. Anyway, so we've been out walking for hours. And we're walking down this main road, and it's super far down and left to her house. And we're just walking. And we all of a sudden hear our names being called. And we stop. We turn around, there's nobody behind us, and it's a super far away yelling. And we look, and we swear to God we see Amber's mom. And we're oh, we're so screwed. We're never gonna be able to have a sleepover again. We're gonna be in so much trouble, blah, 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 blah. And we're just we're so nervous, and we're walking so slowly. I'm pretty sure I'm having a smoke because I'm freaking out that we're gonna be in so much trouble. And we get to where we saw her, and she wasn't there. And we're like, okay. And then we think we see her walking down that left road. So we're like, oh, she's like up there. So we start walking, and there was like one of those kind of open basketball or like tennis courts or something like that, like right on the corner of the street. And there was like a path that went through the woods behind it. And we kept thinking we were hearing people in there, and it was freaking us out. So we're just walking home to her house, and her mom's obviously nowhere in sight. So we get to the house, and all the lights are off. We're like, oh my God, it's going to be one of those times where we, like, maybe she locked us out so that we have to call to get back in, or she's going to be like sitting in the kitchen at the kitchen table in the dark, waiting to like give us shit. So we go in through that side door. It's open. We're like, okay. Then we go through the garage. We open it. We're kind of like, oh, going into the kitchen. Nobody there. We go all the way upstairs. Nobody there. And her bedroom lights off, like her mom's bedroom lights off. And the next morning, we even asked, did you go out somewhere last night? And her mom's like, no, what are you talking about? And that was one that actually really, really messed with us for a long time, because we know we heard our names being called, and we saw her mom, or we thought we saw her mom, like yelling for us. And it's not like the way hauntings and stuff like that work. It's not the way a lot of people think it works. Like, yeah, you can be haunted and it can follow you, but why is it that, like, she always told me that like spooky things happened at her house all the time, like even when she was younger and stuff, but like they were never directly happening to her. Like other people witnessed it too and stuff. So that tells me that it's more of a house haunting than like a thing haunting, or a person, I mean. And if that's the case, then her mom, who's alive, so she wouldn't even be a ghost, like that would be a demon taking over like the appearance of your mom to try to like lure you in. And like I just don't think that. I'm a huge skeptic, but I'm a huge believer at the same time. So to like even tell this story and think about it, it's like that was really messed up. Like that's the one time where I think there was something happening, something ghostly happening. But at the same time, it's like that's impossible, because not a lot of stuff happened to me as a separate person. And like I said, like I don't think these things directly happened to her. And I remember a story of like her and a friend playing with like a Ouija board when they were younger. So there was a Ouija board done in the house. But like if that's a house haunting, like they're not gonna come down the street and yell at us to come home because we went out, snuck out for a couple hours, or like scream at us through speakers. Like I don't know. It was just weird stuff. And I know there was other things, but I would have to like talk to her and be like, do you remember what else happened to us? Like one of them is just a vague memory of being at like a jungle gym at like a elementary school or something like that. And I'm pretty sure we just kept seeing shadows. It was really freaking me out. Like I kept thinking someone was going to actually be standing behind us, because there's like another shadow of something moving. So you're like, human, fellow human. But yeah, so those are my spooky stories, I guess. My 2 spooky stories. I'm sure I'll think of more that I can tell you guys. I'm really tired. I got off work. I did some tittering around, and I literally sat down and was like, I'm gonna do that video I was talking about doing. And then I had a lot of fun with it. So now I'm like, I'm gonna do another video and tell another story for you guys, because this is one like I don't gotta do like a lot of editing for. I can just post it and you guys can listen to my story if you want to. Obviously there's no like super cool visual effects or videos to go along with this. Post a picture of me and Amber, I guess, but I think I only have a couple left, and they're quite interesting. I'd have to like literally go through my Facebook oldies to find some of them. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for coming to my channel. I love you all. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell so you get a notification of when I upload a new video. Don't know what that was. Hit the whoa.